In this video, I'm going to show you why you are leaving money on the table and how you can avoid that by keeping an appraisal journal. Welcome to the channel. My name is Jane Frey, career coach for frustrated professionals who are ready to take the next step up in their career. If you've just arrived here, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future episodes. So it doesn't matter at what point in the year performance reviews take place. They always seem to take both managers and their teams by surprise. In my experience, there's always a scramble to gather the data to support an individual's rating. For all the performance calibration meetings that I've been involved in, the focus is always on tearing people down, on the frustrations of a project, and on the reason why we should rate someone lower than their manager might think. But what if we flipped it? What if we literally talked people up rather than talking them down? After all, performance is just that. It's the measure of someone's performance over the past year, not just the things that we can remember that happened in the last few weeks or months. So to ensure the best outcome for you, you need to provide your manager or whoever it is who's speaking on your behalf with all the evidence that they need to make your case for you. Remember, the outcome of this meeting will determine any bonus that you're eligible for, as well as any potential pay rise. So don't leave money on the table. So how can you start with this then? So one thing that I would advise is to build this into your routine. Whether you do this daily, weekly, or monthly, it doesn't matter. Just make a point of regularly updating your records with all of your achievements. So one of the ways that people who talk about habits, so Charles Duhigg in his book, The Power of Habit, he talks about triggers. So what you need to do is find a trigger for you to go and update your records and make this a regular feature of your day. So I've got a daily reminder in my to-do list that just tells me to write down one win for the day, which invariably leads me to writing a couple of sentences about why I chose that particular accomplishment. And I keep all of that in my journal thing here. So some of them are really small things, like, I walked 10,000 steps today when I really didn't feel like it. And others are bigger. So it might be signing a new client or completing an update to my website. It doesn't matter how big or how small, just build the habit of capturing all of your wins. So my second point would be to keep all of your notes in the same place. So for me, it's in here. When it comes to end of year review time, the last thing that you want to be doing is looking through all your notebooks, your online notebooks, scraps of paper in order to prepare. Cut your preparation time in half by storing everything in one place. So as I said, mine is old school. I use this paper-based planner and I've got past year's planners in my drawer. But the sole purpose of this is to capture all of my wins. You could use, if you're more tech savvy or you're much more out and about and on the go, you could use some online notebooks like Evernote or MS OneNote or Apple Notes, whatever your note-taking system of choice is. A former colleague of mine used to keep what he calls a brag file. Then what this was actually a lever arch file, so something that's that thick, that contained printouts of all of the emails that he'd ever received from people whom he'd worked with, the ones that were praising his efforts. So not only was this a great tool to pull out come appraisal time, but it was also a great thing to look at when or if you're having a bad day or finding it difficult to get motivated or inspired. And what this encouraged him to do was to also write glowing emails to people who he considered to be rock stars, and therefore widening the circle of productivity. And invariably, him sending something to somebody would bring another one into his world as well. So the next thing is track your progress. So talking of off days, if you're feeling particularly unproductive or you find that a project is not moving forward at the pace in which you had anticipated, go and have a read through your appraisal journey. Your appraisal journal. This will show you how far you have come. And what you might do is you might find the initial kernel of an idea that has now become a reality. Next one is always be interview ready. So one of the first exercises that I get new clients to complete is to identify all of their achievements. So this can often be a slow exercise because clients really have to dig deep into their history and try and remember exactly what it was that they actually did. So a common response that I get from working with people is, I was just doing my job, and I hear you. But what did that involve exactly? What was the outcome? So having something like an appraisal file can quickly get you started on this exercise. And once you start with a few ideas, then what happens, I guarantee, is that the floodgates will open and the examples will come pouring out. So in summary, you can save hours of time preparing for your annual performance review by having all of your achievements together in one place. This will ensure that you get the best possible performance rating, giving you the best possible bonus opportunity. What about you? Do you keep an appraisal journal? And are you now thinking about starting one? Let me know in the comments below if you do, or how you're going to store all of your information so that you can pull it out at a moment's notice. I wish you the very best of luck. If you found this useful, then please do click on that like button. Share this with anyone that you feel would get some value from it, and please do subscribe for future episodes. My name is Jane Foray, career coach for frustrated professionals. I'll see you on the next video.